This is a housing project, but it's also a project in building new lives.
Everything that we buy have both pros and cons. With pros and cons, we establish whether the purchase that we are about to make is good or bad. And that is how we make an educated purchase. But it does not mean that all pros or cons will apply, as sometimes they are circumstantial, meaning some cons may not be applicable due to your personal requirements. So when it comes to purchasing a brand new property, which is readily available in the pre-construction phase, has many pros and cons. Let's explore the cons before we get all excited about the pros, as you may have already made up your mind about purchasing a brand new build. One of the major problems of the pre-construction property is the timeline. How long it may take for it to be constructed. I know, you have been informed that the project will be completed in next 1 year or 4 years. And project completion dates are clearly stated in the purchase agreement. But guess what? There is always a risk of delays or worst cancellation. And both are out of the builder's control. Without getting into much detail, delays sometimes can occur due to labor shortage, which was seen during the pandemic of 2019. But let's continue exploring the cons. So I am sure you are aware that every purchase of a home have closing costs. But did you know that pre-construction homes have additional closing costs that are stipulated in the purchase agreement? Well, for the sake of better explanation, I have got a link in the description to a video in which I have explained closing costs for pre-construction properties in detail. I recommend that you watch that video after watching this one. Now, few smaller things that may be of an interest to you when you are thinking of getting into pre-construction contract. That when your property or unit is completed and ready for occupancy, the exterior may not be ready for some time. But once completed, you will be responsible for hiring a contractor to supply and install your backyard fence. Basically, this is all extra cost, and that is why I consider it as a con. Because generally a similar pre-existing property will typically have the fencing or backyard built by their previous owners. Now, keep in mind, generally pre-construction homes are tentatively priced higher than the equivalent existing home, since it is a brand new home and the builder list price will only provide you a basic model, and if you want upgrades, it will cost you more than actual market value, because that is one of the way builders make profit. I am starting to dive into pros. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's explore them. But before I do that, I almost forgot to mention that over the last few years, I have noticed that the lot size of brand new homes have decreased since builders have been optimizing land usage, which means less space between properties, smaller backyards, and so on and so forth. The main reason behind this optimization is higher increment in the land value over the years. Well, I hope I have not scared you, because there are many pros buying a pre-construction home, and as you already know the importance and benefits of owning brand new things. Brand new homes have low maintenance, and best of all, the feeling of living in a space that was never lived by someone else cannot be replaced. Well, when you are buying a pre-construction property, it is not built yet, meaning you will have the option to customize it. But you should know that there are two types of pre-construction properties. The type of pre-construction that most of us are familiar with, since they are readily available in the marketplace, are the ones that are typically sold by many renowned builders. These builders typically purchase large lands and develop many properties. I like to classify these types of properties as production homes. Production homes are built in bulk, and contractors, for example framers, will have many similar types of structure to frame, reducing cost. Well, as a buyer of a production home, you do have customization options, but are limited to what the builder may offer. Whereas properties that are built by builders who typically build a smaller number of properties do offer full customization. So basically, one of the major pro of pre-construction property is the allowance of customization. Now, when you purchase new build, you also get a warranty, which is mandatory, and there are several benefits of having a third-party warranty, as it protects you against major costly defects. Well, there is one more thing that I consider as a pro when it comes to pre-construction property, is the fact that the deposit that you are required to pay are split in phases, meaning after getting into a contract, you have plenty of time to save and pay the builder to secure your purchase. Guys, if you are now interested in purchasing a brand new home from a builder, I also have a detailed video how to purchase a pre-construction home on my channel, and you can find the link in the description below. Anyways guys, thank you for watching. I hope this video can help you make an educated decision. But before you go, do hit the like button, and if you find this video informative, please subscribe to my channel.